what it takes to control the East, Shaq?
You know, depth can only get you so far, Ernie. In my opinion, I still think they need multiple superstars to really compete for a title. But they play hard every night, but they're still 1, 2, 3, 4 superstars away.
Wow, 4? That's a whole team.
Nobody has 4 superstars.
Well, if they get a big 4, they will definitely win.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet.
I bet if any team had a big 4, they'd get good. I'd say this, Ernie, that combined with the new guys that they've got, I think that overall they are right where they need to be. They might be one player away. I don't know about 3, 4, 5, but just one player away from being a champion.
They need a big 3 or 4.
Thanks for joining us. We will now go courtside. Kevin Harlan has the call.
The always busy and popular East 4th Street here in Cleveland are setting today. Quicken Loans Arena is just at the end of that block. Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action with David Aldridge on our side, and David Aldridge is standing
elite offensive rebounders in the league. He said, for me, it's always see ball, get ball, and just bring the energy. And be that guy that when I check in, guys on the other team are like, oh, no, he's here tonight? That's my mentality. Kevin?
Team when we have so many guys out. But a lot of players and a lot of teams do a great job of just gutting through it. But sometimes when you look at it, the deeper you go in the postseason, you don't have enough bodies, it catches up to you.
So Cleveland will get the first possession. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Now here is Smith, 6 to shoot. Coming into this.
They wanted really for most. You know, they worked hard, they drew fouls, but they just couldn't convert at the line.
And it's one of those things that can deflate your team. After all that effort, you want points.
Now here's Horford after LeBron James's miss. Horford with the screen on Love. Now here's Tatum, guarded by Korver. Tatum's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Hill dishes to Smith. It's back to Hill. From the arc. Smith missing again. Here's Rozier. He's guarded by Hill. Rozier the pass to Baines. Here's Rozier. Back to Baines. The Celtics working the ball around now. From about 16. And that one hits back iron. Cavaliers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And at 6'4", 220, Marcus Smart with terrific strength for a combo guard, Greg.
I mean, he can just flat out bully most guards and even hold his own against the bigs. Beyond, though, that physical stature, it's his mentality that makes him special. He's a fire breather, just the type of player the Celtics look for.
And it's Rozier missing.
This is the opposite of how they wanted to start this game. 0 for 4 already.
Love, it's good on the putback.
Anticipation
and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And you can see how big a role the three-point shot played in their offense. They were determined to spread the floor and just kind of open things up through their long-range game.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now here's Smart. Defense right on him. To the wing right side. Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Horford's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Here's James.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
In the corner, Horford with it. Pass to Rozier. Horford with the screen on Smith. Shot clock at 6. Baines dishes to Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And Tatum, good at shooting when he's in rhythm. Measuring shots as soon as that pass touches his hands.
There's the pick. Love the pass to LeBron. Outside for Korver. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
His teammate was wide open there. Definitely the right choice to pass it out and let him take the shot.
And a huge payroll for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Steve, there's been tension at times with LeBron demanding more help to keep his team in title contention.
Yeah, the dollar signs, the luxury tax payments, and the tens of millions. Ownership made that commitment when they asked LeBron to come back. Money is no object when it comes to winning rings.
Now here's LeBron following the miss by Al Horford.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
1:24 left to play here in the first. Picked by Horford. Here's Rozier. He's guarded by Hill.
You got to keep an eye out for LeBron. He may be lurking. What a block that one was. Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Boston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Rozier kicks to Baines. The feed to Tatum. Horford against James. Out left to the wing. Rozier's got his first points in this one.
Carving out just enough space for mid-range. Good look.
It's a pick by Love. There's the pick. Outside Korver. Teardrop shot, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
The defender gets caught in a bad position. LeBron powerful enough to convert through contact. Let's see what he does at the line.
The Cavaliers shooting their first foul shot of the night. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And a change for the Celtics. Morris is checked in.
One shot.
James, no good on the free throw.
You know he's a perennial all-NBA first-teamer, but LeBron is also one of the league's top spokesmen.
Tatum setting the pick for Smart. Here's Tatum. An 11-point game for him in the win against Cleveland. Out to Morris. Over Love. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers on top. They lead by a bucket. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
Boston trailing. And Cavs head coach Tyronn Lue, even as a player known for his attention speed to detail.
You know, he's had skills, but I think that's how he's made it, because he is one of those guys that's particular about the detail. He has a mind for the game and a passion for it. It continues to separate him now as a coach.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. This is the 4 with Horford in the middle. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. And it's Rozier in at the point guard position. Here's LeBron. It's hauled in by Brown. And Boston has possession. Out left to the wing. Picked by Horford. Just 5 to shoot. Brown, good.
And love how assured Brown looks taking these shots. His mid-range game is on point. He's squaring up like that.
Now, here's Clarkson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Outside, Green. Pass to James. Here's Love. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Love's got the lead up to 2 now for the Cavs.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rozier, the pass to Brown. Morris outside. Horford with the screen on Love. Here's Morris. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
And here's Clarkson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Green dishes to James. And the pass to Love. And Love throws it down.
The facilitator, LeBron, sees the entire floor. If you're open, you know what? He'll find you.
Smart with the ball. Picked up by Love. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's Rozier. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Cleveland.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Steve, so much of being a great offensive player is learning to draw contact and work yourself to the free throw line. When you look at the league right now, who are some of the best in the league, in your estimation, doing that?
James Harden is one of those guys. He gets to the line, double-digit figures sometimes, free throw attempts. DeMar DeRozan, DeMarcus Cousins. I think Russell Westbrook, because he's such a guy that's in attack mode and he likes contact. The guys who like contact, they get to the line a lot.
So it's the Celtics now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Brown with it. Picked up by Love. Right block shot. Another shot. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Al Horford. Clarkson kicks to James. Over Morris. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now Smart. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
Now here's Hood, following the miss by Al Horford. Hood, the pass to Clarkson. Love up top. He's got 6. Green, the screen. 5 on the clock. Clarkson kicks to Green. From the arc. Cleveland keeping it alive. Fresh 24. And the basket is good.
You gotta love the tenacity of LeBron. He makes an impact on the glass as well.
Now here's Smart. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's Horford again missing. Cleveland leading by 6. Clarkson dishes to James. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Morris, no good.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Rozier kicks to Morris. Picked by Horford. Will it go? They get it again. Morris, left side. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Yeah, and give it up for the feed from Horford. He's a playmaker, and you love having a big man show off that kind of vision.
Love with the screen for Clarkson. Love outside. LeBron passes to Green, and it's sent back by Horford. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. A different look now for Cleveland. Nance comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Calderon in for Rodney Hood. And then for Boston, Monroe comes in for Al Horford. And it's Tatum in for Jaylen Brown. 29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Just 3 to shoot. Clarkson. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Tatum. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
In the corner, Nance with it. Wide open. Count it. Nance has got the lead up to 10 now for the Cavs. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh yeah, we got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room, we got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay, but like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. Now back to the other Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. Their play in the second quarter was inspired as they turned what had been a tight contest into a 10-point ball game by the time we reached halftime. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks. Obviously, a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling the paint. Shaquille O'Neal.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
As we return to look at the corner of Euclid and East 6th in downtown Cleveland, just a few blocks from our spot here at Quicken Loans Arena. The second half just about to get going here. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer here in that first half.
Defensively coming in, you know he's going to be tough to stop, but I'm still waiting to see a plan to even contain him.
Celtics trail by 10.
And the Celtics leadership, very pragmatic. IT and Crowder both beloved in Boston, but they didn't hesitate to move them to get better and younger at the same time.
At the 4, it's LeBron with Love at the 5. A lethal front court pair. Hill is out there with Smith, and it's Korver in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half to Tyronn Lue. And it's wide right, hits off the rim.
And thinking about the Celtics' choice to get younger, perhaps a strategic move in response to the super team in Golden State, they want to construct their team to peak in a few years, and perhaps when the Warriors start to show a little chink in the armor moving forward.
And that one's good, James.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Smith against Horford. Back to Smart. Shot clock at 6. And The rejection by Smith. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Horford.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Cleveland leading by 9. LeBron dishes to Smith. Pick up by Hill. Inside. Kicks it out to LeBron. Back to Love. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Now here's Smart, covered by Smith. From outside the arc, and Smart with the basket on the assist by Horford. Smart's got his first 3 points of the game. LeBron against Horford. Shoots from the elbow. And again, it's LeBron James. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
And making it look completely effortless. LeBron using his immense talent to score at will.
And Al Horford just so versatile. You know, that extends to the defensive end as well. Very mobile, can move his feet with smaller players, and at the same time gives you a presence on the interior.
Pocket 6. Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Hill kicks to Smith. It's a pick by Love. Stolen by Smart. The 3-ball. That shot off the mark. Cavaliers go the other way with it. And Horford won't wow you with his athleticism. But Greg, he's still a pretty good shot blocker.
He has great timing, anticipation, and awareness. Don't forget also he's got terrific hands, and you see that with all the steals he racks up.
And here's Smart after J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Horford, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Horford's got 7 points in the game.
A top-notch postgame is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
Now, here is Smith. He has 5. Jumper off the screen, and Baines pulls it down.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
Horford against LeBron. On the wing, Hill. Back to LeBron. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And LeBron James in 2014 took on the burden of leading a young Cavs team back to greatness. He changed the whole culture, showing them what it took to win it all.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Nance comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Calderon in for George Hill. Free throw good, LeBron. And Smitty, had to take a lot of patience for LeBron going from Miami to Cleveland, getting his teammates and the organization overall to that next level.
The definition of a leader, LeBron James. He'll do it with praise or criticism, not shy about challenging others and lighting a fire under them.
Now, here is Morris. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Calderon kicks to James. And they double him up with LeBron. There's the triple. Calderon, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
1:05 left in the third quarter of the game. Pick by Horford. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum. James with some nice D.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Calderon against Brown. Now here's Calderon. He's guarded closer. In the corner, Nance with it. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Nance has got 5 now.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. He's off on the second.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
For Cleveland, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
2 shots. Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That's good from Calderon.
When you're looking for a guy to knock down free throws, look no further than this guy, Jose Calderon.
And Calderon drops them both. 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Larkin kicks to Morris. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Boston.
Here's Brown. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the 2-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers ahead, ending the third quarter with a 13-5 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Okay, hey, bottom line is, good things are going to happen, bad things are happening. How you respond is the biggest key. Let's go.
And Brad Stevens moments ago focusing on what they can do now rather than worrying about what's already happened.
Yeah, and this is all you can do. Put all of your energy into this moment. The past, the future, they don't matter.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Morris is out there with Tatum. Then there's Monroe. Then there's Shane Larkin. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be
firmly in the driver's seat.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Steve, you talk about the value of versatility in the NBA. It's never been higher than I think right now, wouldn't you say?
You're right, Kevin. The reason why is back in the day, a big guy got the rebound, a point guard or a guard would have to come back to bring the basketball up. Now, you see a guy like Anthony Davis, Al Horford, DeMarcus Cousins. They grab the rebound, and you see the shooting guard and the... Oh, wow. Watch your head.
It's a beautiful jam.
The long arm of Thompson snatches the ball, kickstarts the fast break.
Screen by Monroe. Morris kicks to Tatum. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. LeBron kicks to Calderon. He feeds it to Smith. He's looking for James and finds him. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Greg Monroe.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And Tristan Thompson in the middle, of player Greg who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
Cavaliers with some changes. Kevin Love's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Korver comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Jose Calderon. And then for Boston, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Monroe. Smart comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Larkin. Goes up on the wing. Boston again missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Smith kicks to Clarkson. Floats it up for James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Tatum with it. Kicks to Smart. Morris outside for the three. Again, the miss by Morris. The Cavaliers leading by 16. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Clarkson kicks to Smith. That's a pick by Love. 6 to shoot. And it's Smith missing.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
There's the pick. Rozier kicks to Morris. Off the screen. He squares up and sinks it.
Yeah, gains separation by just working off the screen. Morris been around the block enough times to know all the angles.
Love with the screen on Morris. LeBron passes to Clarkson. And it's Smith, top of the key. LeBron against Morris. Over Morris. That misses off the backboard. Celtics trail by 14. Over to the wing. Here's Rozier, guarded by Korver. Feeds it to Smart. Hits the jumper in space.
And how about that floor awareness there from Tatum? It does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. And here's Smith. It's a pick by Love. Dishes to Clarkson. To the inside. Good work defensively by Morris. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Smart. He can't hit that time. Smith with some nice D. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. LeBron kicks to Clarkson. Back to James. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Cleveland.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense, will force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
How about the rhythm he got into tonight? Unstoppable at the offensive end. And the coach was smart. He kept calling his number.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 12. Rozier the pass to Tatum. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Lays it up off the glass.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
James outside. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.